Hello boys, Adam here again, and today we're gonna not rave, we are gonna talk. We're gonna talk about the certain cars, or the goosey cars, and certain overused cars that we all call spam cars. I'm gonna, this is gonna be videos in like two categories, Mhm. Which means the cars that are good for new players, and the cars that are good for players who have more experience now. So, and the more experience, I mean about the six in the least 6 and the most 1 year. These are to me very experienced players. So let's just start right into it. The 992 rank. Only two cars here, so just go with the King Dart. And if you're gonna just say, well, I have a GLC and EQS at this rank, no, we are not gonna do MP tune cars. Nuh-uh, because this is just a video about the cars at the max rank. I know the low tune on these cars can destroy these cars with the acceleration and nitro efficiency, but we're not here for it. So 1480 slash 1500. What is the best car of this rank? Well, the best car of this rank is obviously what I like to call the triple SUV. The Merc GLC, the Range, and not the Juke, but the Ford F-150. All these three cars are considering one of the best acceleration cars in the game. Not the Ford is just the GLC and the Range. These two cars are the best and most usable cars. You never might see the Ford F-150. That's kind of old. So, what do you want to fight them with? Well, there is an EQS as well, this, but we can fight fire with fire, you can say that, but we're here for help to beginners. So, what car is the best? I think you already know this little fella, Mini Cooper S Roadster. This car is considered for me one of the best cars for not even new players, but to everyone who wanna just have a little change with these ranks. This car has very good acceleration, very good nitro efficiency, handling and drifting. Not the better nitro than the SUVs, but very much stronger handling and drifting. I can mostly just suggest this car because it's again ad upgradable, and if you wanna have more fun, and now maybe most of you gonna get pissed at me, it's this. It's Cadillac ATS, and I know you wanna cook me in the comments because this car is not the best. But I tried this car once and or twice or thrice, I don't know how many races I did it, but I was paired against the ranges and I get demolished at the start, but otherwise this car doesn't seem that bad. So for more experienced players, I can literally say the ATS is a very good choice, and by the way, it's very easy to get it, 8,000 credits, which is pretty low price. And the mini is I think for 10,000 credits, which is again low and zero fusion coin spend because ad upgrades. But honestly, you can fight them even with Impala. The Impala is nice, by the way. I made a video about it. Datsun, this Camaro, you can fight them in the Thanos track as well. So in these ranks, it's kind of just the matter of your choice. You can play the Juke, you can play the DS. So I want to kind of pro, as you can see, add upgrades here. So very easy to do it. The Zir is kind of interesting. I kind of saw that card in my PC account quite often, like one desert, 5 races. That's kind of nice. So yeah, this is kind of interesting car. So 1138 slash 1400, 1042. Sorry. In this rank, there is the best car of the best, the immense power Audi TTS Coupe and the Infinity Project Black S. These two cars are the best at the rank. If you want to counter the TS, go for Infinity. And the Infinity is, by the way, free in the Racing Pass. And it's upgradable, which is easy. So, what do you want to do when you're gonna encounter an Infinity and you don't want to play these two cars? You wanna spice the things up a little bit. The firepower is interesting choice. I have it on my tablet account and it's kind of fun car to drive. M2, not the car I would appreciate. Hyundai is very fun car to drive. I literally mostly maining this car at this rank. Very fun car to drive. I don't know if it's upgradable. I think it's not. But the good car for beginners, the GLC, the SLS, sorry. As you can see, add upgradable. You can upgrade this car very easily. Audi RS3 and Alfa Romeo Mito GTA for new players. You can play with the Lancer as well. You can play with the Mazda. Eclipse is very good, by the way. Eclipse is one of the strongest car at this, I can tell. And XT is not a good choice for you. So if you encounter Infinity and TTS, if you want to counter TTS, you can go with Infinity, or you can go with these three choices I already gave you. The Merc SLS electric drive, Audi RS3 or Alfa Romeo Mito GTA. Or if you want to be really juicy, you can go with Mitsubishi Eclipse or with a bike. But you need to be very skilled to play a bike. So I'm not gonna include that. That is interesting, the Nissan 370Z, which is not available, I think. Treasury was in the Rush, I think it still is. Very good car. And the KTM, kind of interesting car in the terms of performance, very nice car. So, 1228/1232. Well, immediately the cars are mostly usable. Infiniti FX50 and Chevy Corvette C3. These two cars I mostly face. So, what is the best counter? Well, we know that Infiniti have very bad handling and wide drifting. So the best choice to counter the Infiniti would be this. Literally, I can't say more. This car is good as for a new player, as for a very experienced player. But honestly, for a new player, I'm not kidding. Go for the Chevy Camaro GS or the BMW M3 sedan. These two cars are for 300 tokens, I think, or no, 200 tokens. And they are ad upgradable, so very easy to pro it. Again, zero. But the fourth is gonna require the fusion coins, which is kinda hard for you as a new player. If you're an experienced player, I can really recommend this car for you. With the Elise Cup. Elise Cup is a very strong car as well. And there is Ferrari, that is a really nice car as well. Powerful on acceleration. And Donkevrut is one of the kings, but as you can see, not ad upgradable, so you need to upgrade this car on your own. And said I need to do this with this car. So yeah, the Donk is kind of interesting, by the way. But again, if you faced Infiniti and Chevy Corvette C3, and you wanna face them with different cars, Chevy Camaro GS and M3 for beginners, and with better, more experienced players, Ford Focus RS, Ferrari 300 GTS. What is the Lease Cup? These cars are really powerful on that rank. Now we're gonna move into 1318/1322 ranks. And on this rank, well, the most usage car is this, with the Survolt and with the Aston Martin. Countach and Survolt are ad upgradable as well, so again, zero costs and upgrades, but it costs 300 tokens, especially this Countach, but it's very good. And if you really don't want to play Countach, you can play Testarossa. Very, very interesting car. I saw a performance smooth. I'm gonna try to test it out on my tablet account. I'm very close to proing it, so I'm gonna test that. The Countach, if you really wanna, you can just, I mean, if you're a new player, you just use it all the time. Countach is a very good car. Same with the Survolt. And with this, you need to actually get the wild cards that I think I'm gonna show. Morgan. No. You need the wild cards in these cars, so it's harder for you to get the wild cards. So don't just say I wanna two more cars on this rank, just focus on one, then do other and then the third car. So just don't just say I want a Countach, I want a Survolt, I want a Morgan, I want a what? TVR. No, one car at a time, alright? First Countach or Solvors, then the other car, and then just focus on any other car that you want. Testarossa is my second guess for any other car. That car is very good. If you wanna don't play Enduro because that car have very poor nitro efficiency, and if you're not skilled enough in nitro efficiency managing, you're gonna get destroyed on track. So if you meet Countach or the Survot, now it's good chance to play fire with fire. Go with Countach. It's very easy to drive car, and if you have more experience and you are easily to obtain the fusion coins and the wild cards, go with the Starossa. C-Class 1410. I'm not gonna just mess around here. The most difficult car is the Formula McLaren MP4/8, and the best car to counter it, well, that is kind of an option. You can play bikes if you wanna. Sbarro is very good car as well. Piggy is interesting. I don't know how Felino. I'm throwing the Felino already here, as you can see. I'm not gonna do it with the upgrades here. I'm gonna do the direct upgrades on Marussia. So Felino is interesting, but what I can suggest you, Sarati is interesting. I think that car was upgradable, but it's not in the shop anymore. ATS is kind of powerful, but what I really suggest is this. BMW M6, the latest car I made a video about, very strong car in performance. Go for this. Very nice car. So, 1500 rank. Most used cars, Asterion and this Lancer. How to defeat a Lancer? Well, you need to play Lancer maybe, or the Asterion. If you want to be different, by the way, you can go with this ATS. You can go with Panamera. It's very interesting car, very good acceleration, but I think heavy handling as well. But I mostly prefer Saglietti. Not that much as heavy handling, but very nice acceleration, can keep up with it, and I think it's slightly better than Asterion. So if you wanna choose between Asterion and Saglietti, if you wanna defeat the Lancer, so that's that rank. So if you made a Lancer, go and fight them with Asterion. If you wanna fight Asterion with a different car and not with the Lancer, you can go with Saglietti or the Cadillac CTSV race car, or even maybe I think the Shelby was good as well. So yeah. 1590. I'm not gonna mess around here. E-Gene spam cars are here the most time. What is the best car to counter it? You can play the electric as well. Go with this 9x8. Very powerful car. Nice acceleration. I think it's nearly the same as the E-Gene, but I'm mostly just putting my money on this Porsche. Very nice, very beautiful car and very nice car on acceleration, handling, drifting, nitro efficiency. This kind of everything that you kind of wanna. So go for this. Tremotor are not good. I'm not suggesting that car. Sbarro could be interesting, but no. I'm mostly focusing on handling cars, so I would say go for the Ferrari or the 9x8. Very nice cars, both of them. This is, by the way, heavy as shit. I don't recommend that. 1679. The rank of the Bentleys. Oh hell yeah. This is going to be this is what you're gonna face in first early stages of multiplayer. And in the last stages as well. How to fight against these? Fight fire with fire, you can play the same car. You can play this boat, which is kind of funny to drive. I'm gonna maybe pro that car. I have this on 1590. You can play with Zeus 12 Sigma as well, which I have. There it is. But new players, Emira, that car was free. Beautifully done car. Nice, very nice car. As for new players, as for experienced players, Superfast is interesting. M4 is still kicking out. But for me, both of the jacks. This jack is powerful and this jack is powerful. These two jacks are mostly the focus. Alright? These two jacks are very, very nice cars. If you don't have a mirror and you wanna choose some car, I can suggest these two jacks. Mostly this one because I play with this one. But if you have a mirror and you have it proud, play with a mirror. Emira is a very good car for you as a new player, even as a very experienced player. Very, very good car. I can say Savage is good, but it's mostly like on the verge. I'm not gonna say it's good for the players now. So 1770 rank. On this rank there is the most usable car, this Chevy Independent. There is the Rabbit that is used against these Chevys, and there is Lamborghini Diablo, which is not here I think, but is used, the old one, and the 177. How to fight these cars? I have only P1, so I'm literally saying the P1 is good, but it has slower acceleration. Watch out for it, but the handling is smooth as a butter. But if you wanna have compete in acceleration, just buy the Lycan. Lycan is nice car, honestly. This Porsche is interesting as well, kind of good in terms of overperformance, but Lycan have very nice acceleration. So I can say if you wanna keep up with the ones and every other car, go for Lycan. If you wanna more handling cars, you can go with P1 as well. You're not gonna miss it, but again, fight fire with fire, it's possible. So P1 and the Lycan are good cars against these cars. Are kind of nice, honestly. You can fight them. You can. If you're gonna get very lucky on the first seconds of the races because the people are lagging because of the synchronization of the servers with the cars, you can actually get some overtakes. And now 1860. On this rank, you just I know what is the most usable car. Mostly Absolute, very OP. Faraday is very good. Jesco, there is so much cars that are used. I mostly see Faradays at top leaderboards. I mostly see the Faradays and the Absolutes. So what is the best car to fight them? Well, for me it's a Solus. I fight with Solus, but mostly I fought with the Cento DSC. Super duper acceleration, but heavy handling. Very heavy handling, watch out for it. So, but on S class you can play just like whatever you kind of want. On these higher class cars, if you don't have any other these cars, go for CCX or Trevita. Very nice car at the rank and good for new players and as the C class cars, S class cars. So this was mostly it. Like what is my opinion on these cars and what these cars you can use to defeat them is not obviously maybe true or it's gonna be hard for you, but I think you can manage. I'm not that much familiar with these higher ranks like the A class and S class, but I can say for myself the P1 is very powerful and I saw the Lycan performance. The acceleration is killing. The acceleration is very good, so don't be afraid that, or just say that you don't have the OP card that everyone have. Just pick whatever card you want. Again, you can play fire with fire as I said in the beginning of the video, but if you want to be different, there is some cards that I can prefer over these spent cards. What you are preferring, you can tell me down in the comments below. What cards you just use to destroy these. Don't say the same cards like that are just most usable. You can put just any card that you use, like your main cards that I did a video about in the comments, and I can just look at it and maybe you'll get me idea for another testing card. What else? Well, this is enough for me yapping around. I'm gonna just end the video and I'm gonna see you on a Mondays. Bye bye.